Hello, today is the 24th day of January 2013. Welcome. And silver's down 1.5%. And we'll look at the daily chart for silver, the 3-minute intraday chart. And at the end of the video, I'll be doing a vlog on the USA and Canadian Mint. And also, I'll be taking a look at the Apple stock, which for Fibonacci, I'm not going to look at the charts. Quickly look at to find out what the high and the low is, and that's all I need to do to determine what the analysis will be using Fibonacci. Because what we if you look at the chart, you'll see this yourself, of course, too. But if you look at the key high, you're going back to September the 21st, 21. Apple's down today about $60 or about 10-12%. So it's definitely a significant move. The low was 88.30 in 2009, 4 years ago. Now just ponder the idea of how large of a move this was, considering if silver would have moved, say, 8 times from its low of 846, then we would have been talking about, well, a little bit more than what it went up to itself. But anyway, we look at Fibonacci. The calculation is high divided by low, which is 70507 divided by 88.3, to the power of the Fibonacci percent you choose, and then you multiply the low. Now, as far as the Fibonacci percent that you go with, normally it's 38.2 and the 61.8. But when the move, is as large as this, you go 38.2, 23.6, 15.4, and even the 9.09% level. So let's do that. So we'll do some calculations. So we need to know what the high is. We can see that there. We'll do 705.07 and divided by 88.3, which is about 8. Yep, 7.98. We'll put this in the memory because we're going to have to go back to this a few times. So let's do the 9% retracement. Now, holding 90.9% is the same as retracing the 9%. So what we'll do is we'll put this to the power of 0.909. Now, if you're wondering how I come up with this number, you take the 61.8% Fibonacci percent and keep on multiplying that number by 61.8, and that's really how you get the numbers. Okay, so with that being said, we put this do this number here and multiply this by 88.3, which gives us an area of 583.6. Now, if you do look at the charts, what you will notice is that area was really no support whatsoever. So you're expecting a move to the next level. Well, we'll take the memory again and put it to the power of the next one, which would be a 15.4 or holding 84.6. And we'll multiply that by the low of 88.3, which gives us 512. That area was massive. It's been holding as support and resistance for quite some time. And that's the level where it pretty much closed at yesterday and where it broke down from. So what this would be telling us is we'll probably have a move to the next level. Where should that support level be? We take this, the next one is the 23.6% retracement, so we multiply that by, or to the power of, 764, multiply the low, and that would give us a price objective to about 431 or 432. That should be an area where some sort of support would be found. Doesn't necessarily mean it would be the bottom, however. Okay, so that will be the Apple Fibonacci. Let's now go on to the silver analysis. We'll look at the daily chart and finish it off within the intraday chart. So as we were saying, we came up to this not volume weighted average. I don't even like saying it. It's a running average, but it acts pretty much the same way as well. So you're at this level. You broke above here, so what I've been saying is this is the area that is now support. Now, it didn't find support there today. It's a pierce above, and you'll see why in a little bit. But if we do continue going lower, this is one of two areas, or the top band of a range of support that would be in this area in here. For if we now adjust the Fibonacci from this high to this low, We have to remember this number here is 31.44, so we'll go to the next one. And this area here is 31.19, so really this would be the next support area within here. So what occurred is the 76.4, which is the same as a 23.6% retracement, was found today. Now 31.64 is the bottom that I've recorded, and that means it pretty much found support there during the day. You'll see on the 3-minute chart that it was a significant area, and it's now came back down to it. So therefore, as I've been saying, holding the low 31s would be huge if we don't get. Oh, actually, I'll explain this. I'll explain what I'm trying to say on the 3-minute chart because that would be easier. So let's go to that right now. And basically what I'm trying to say is indications for either A, this to be the bottom, or B, that we're going lower. That's what I'm trying to point at, which I will in just a little bit. So anyway, with that said, this was a key high today. This was a key low. And therefore, when the rally started from this point, you don't see that, you can see here there wasn't much resistance at the first level. There might have been short term, but within the 3-minute chart there wasn't, although we can see that it bounced back to that area as support. Massive resistance, support, and then when you come back to it, you see this candle in here, you come down to it, place back towards this average even as well, and there's your breakout. Support found, but obviously unable to get above this high, and it made the pattern of the lower highs throughout the day. We can see here, just like in here, support was not really found, at least only very short term. We can see resistance on the next two candles after the breakdown. Now we come back to it, find the resistance, and then take out the intraday lows, but for the most part match the intraday lows. So this is what we're seeing for the chart, and because of this, it's actually fairly easy to determine how the outcomes should roll. Because one might say we're developing an inverted head and shoulders pattern. We got this area here, we just go down here, and then boom, we got it. That's all that's left to create it. Well, if something like that occurs, and you can see it hold decently well above this area, then it's probably ready to continue the highs and make a test up towards the 32.66 level again. But because of the fact that we retested these lows and we're at this resistance point in here, if I'm seeing it hold and just stay below 63 to the low 60s and the high 50 cents, between 57 to 65, if it stays there for a decent amount of time tonight, then unless it's performing its failed breakdown move, I'm going to be expecting that next level will come into play. And of course, that's really down to this 31.15 area would be a decent number to choose. So I'm going to end the charts part now and move this on to the vlog. I got an email earlier today regarding the United States Mint that does have silver eagles. Yeah, there's a catch. It's a proof, but you know what? If you're looking for silver, what's the difference? It's still 99.9. Oh, did I mention they're selling them for $62.95? Which is, what, about 100% over spot price? Yeah. Oh, man. So I went to the Canadian Mint webpage, look for their silver, see what they got. They have a whole bunch of stuff in their catalog. First thing I noticed, the first thing they had, 20 for 20. It's a hockey one. Oh, we got the strike that is over, or lockout, so we got hockey going. Oh, man, everyone's going to want to get a piece of this quarter-ounce silver coin that is used for 20, but just may not be accepted. Sort of like last summer where someone in Toronto, Canada tried to bring them to the bank, but they would not accept them. They even have a silver proof set, which has got a 5 cent, a 10 cent, 25 cent, 50 cent, loonie as we call in Canada, which is a $1 coin, a toonie, which is a $2 coin here, and even an additional loonie, all with 99.99% silver and gold plating on the dollars. Again, the price is just outrageous within this, but you know, they used to make our loonies and toonies with nickel, then this year they make them with cheap steel. Of course, the same thing is true with all the other coins. They keep on debasing the value of our coins big time. In a joke sense, I don't know. They also have a 1 kilo piece of silver. Now, if you don't know how much is in a kilogram for troy ounces, the answer is 32.15 troy ounces in 1 kilogram. Now, they're selling this kilo for $2,250. So let's do the math. Take the 2250 divided by 31.5. They're selling it for almost $70 per ounce. Normally, when you buy these large amounts, you get a quantity discount. Instead of maybe paying $3.49 over spot, you pay like $3.19 over spot. But that's over 100% over spot. Yes, 1/2 ounce, year of the snake. 1/2 ounce. I guess this is the year of the snake. 43.88. See, this is just out of hand, to say the least. This is really bad. Of course, the U.S. Mint has already run out of the normal supply that they would sell at normal prices. There's more people that are waking up to the reality. Maybe not as large or as fast of a pace as I would have wanted, but people are still educating themselves. The information has been available. This is the first time in Earth history there has been an entire global civilization under a fiat currency that has got a media outlet explaining all of the problems at the same time. All the previous times that we've had this, it was never like this before. So anyway, thank you for tuning into today's video. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.